Test 1 2, test 1 2. Hope you're there, guys. If anybody is watching live, just wants to confirm they can hear me, just pop a comment or an emoji or something. Corey here, good oil. If you're in New Zealand, this is day 1 of lockdown. I hope you're okay. I hope you've got plenty of tasks and activities to keep you interested, people to talk to, things to do that keep your mind off things, and most of all, stay safe. So we are going pretty hard at helping people out in the next month with digital marketing training. So really cool feedback in the post yesterday about what people would like to learn. So that's been really interesting. Some really good ideas for me. So I've got the next few days mapped out, and tomorrow I'm going to spend some time building out a whole bunch of information for one of the people who posted, which is going to look at what it would do with his, thanks Mike, hope you're well buddy. I'm going to look at this guy's Facebook page and whole business tomorrow and really pull it apart as if he was a client to show you guys what I do, what's my game plan for a small business when they're starting up, what things do we actually do with them or get them to do so they can start to get some traction. So that'll be interesting because it'll be a bit of work for me beforehand. Saturday, I'm going to look at elements of a good website. We had a question from Jason about what do you need on your website for, he said, ticking all the boxes. So I'm excited about that one too, because people oftentimes throw up a catalog style website and just hope that people find it and then convert to customers. And if you look at the reason why you've got a website, which is to get customers, quite often the website does not reflect that at all. So that's going to be interesting. And Sunday, if possible, I'm going to do some data stuff to show you people what data you need to look at and how to set it up so you know if you're doing stuff that's working or not. But anyway, today we get this question oftentimes, which is a variation of one or two things. Variation one is I want to learn how to do Google Ads because I want to do Google Ads. Or variation number two is I want to do Facebook ads. Now really, the ad game is really, really interesting, and very frequently, 9 times out of 10 in my experience as a marketer, small business people focus on the wrong things with their ads. They freak out about the hard element of ads, which is the tech and the platform and the data, and they forget about the two major things, which we'll talk about in a second. So I want to go through that. I've gone through this before. G'day Ricky, good to see you on there live, buddy. Hope you're staying safe. I want to talk about some things which are really important with ads compared to other types of marketing. Now, if you look at point number 1 here on the document that I've just popped together just now, we've got, now disclaimer, I'm obviously at home. There will be kids, there will be noises. Also, if you've got questions as we go, feel free to pop them there, and if I can answer them on the spot, I will. If it's beyond me, I'll just avoid it and pretend it wasn't there. So thing number 1, ads are faster. They're a faster result for a business than content and relationship building. Okay, they definitely can work very rapidly for a business. Now, there's always a cost. You know, if you do spend time building your brand and your relationships and your content, that can be a better conversion rate down the line, and long term for your business that can be better. But if you had unlimited money and you wanted to drive paid traffic to your website, ads is certainly something you want to look at. They definitely can work very well if done well. Ads, if done well, do work well. Okay, Google is a huge business because their ability to capture data and use that to provide great ad results is real, as is Facebook. You have been part of the biggest social experiment of all time with Facebook, and now they've got lots of data so they can put the things in front of you that you're actually interested in. Okay, so that's why Facebook ads can work as well. So the third point here, okay, there's always a cost. So with ads, obviously, you've got to pay for them. You've got to spend time getting them right. And realistically, your ads won't work if you don't get your offer right. Now, I'll talk about this in the ad triad coming up. Stay tuned. But you do have to give up something to win a customer if you've got no pre-existing relationship with them. That's the reality of advertising. Okay, you need an offer. So let's get into the meat of the session, because this is something I want you to walk away with from this session, if nothing else. Okay, if nothing else, I want you to be aware of the ad triad. Now, old school advertising people know this, marketing people know this, people who've been around for a while know this. The 3 areas might be called different things. Okay, so I'm going to start on the right hand side over here. Okay, so we're going to start over on this one, platform/data. This is where people spend a lot of time, and they shouldn't. Okay? So the platform or the data means Google ads, Facebook ads. In the old days, the data or the platform, sorry, was the magazine, the newspaper, the TV, the radio, whatever it is that we're using to get in front of the right people. People think about that a lot. I need to get my ad in front of the right people. And then, hopefully, we have some way of measuring that down the line to see if our dollar spent was returning at least $1.20 or more to build our database of people. So we need to be able to analyze that data. Digital advertising is fantastic for that because we can give you a straight line of data to show that your dollar returned $2, great, double down. Your dollar returned 50 cents, boom, cancel that, revisit. If your dollar is returning 50 cents, for lots of you in business, you've done this many, many, many times, but you weren't aware. But now, with digital marketing, you can be aware that that dollar might be returning 50 cents. If we look over here, that's because the other parts of the triad are out of whack, okay? So thing number 2 in the middle there is creative plus words. Now, the best ads of all time have been an amazing production of creativity, words, persuasion, and emotion, storytelling. They've made you want that thing more than anything. That's what a great creative piece of writing or production or video will do. You need to focus on that. What can I create? How can I write that? How can I make this an emotional story that takes a person from, I don't know who this is, to, heck, I want that thing. All right? Look up Joe Sugarman and the Blue Blocker ads. Look up copywriters. Look up sales letters, and you'll figure out what I mean in terms of the storytelling ability of a good ad to get people to make an emotional connection and then make a purchasing decision. So usually, people are too busy freaking out about how do Google ads work, and they don't focus on this creative element or the words. And very frequently, they forget all about the main thing over here on the far left, which is the offer. Okay? If you're going to use content marketing or relationship building or networking or the things that I typically use and get my clients to use, when somebody's eventually ready to make a purchasing decision, the price is not that relevant. So I know Ricky is watching, right? Now, Ricky's a builder. Let's say that now Ricky focuses on recladding. So let's say that eventually someone goes, oh, I have seen this guy talking about recladding. Evidently, he's the best at recladding. And now they might have been following Ricky's content for a year before they've then referred their friend on. The person goes, man, my house is a bit of a mess. I need to fix this problem. He's the guy. I don't really care if he's, 20% either way of the price. He's going to get the job. Now, if there is no pre-existing relationship through other marketing channels and you're just going for the ad angle, you're using Google ads or Facebook ads, amazing ability to get in front of the right person, the right age, the right area, the right demographic. You've written a great ad. You're still going to need an offer. People have to sit up and go, oh, wow, a free warrant of fitness for my car. That's pretty cool. I'd love a free warrant of fitness for my car. That's an offer that will get me in the door because, hey, who doesn't want to save $40? And then we can start that relationship and they'll actually, wow, I dropped my car off for a warrant of fitness for free. What a great offer. They cleaned my car. What the hell? These guys are awesome. So who am I using next time, right? Who am I telling? Who am I talking to about that absolute show-stopping piece of service I got? But to win me in the first place, they had to put an offer in front of me. So they used their data weaponry, Google ads. They put the offer in front of me, the perfect client, and I took action. So a successful campaign needs all three of these things working together. There has to be an offer. Okay, so this is part of the cost of using ads. Okay, there is a cost because you're going to have to do something that costs you money to get them in the door the first time to build a relationship and go forward. Okay, now I'm just going to check if there's any questions there or not. I'm up to 10 minutes almost, which is what I wanted to do. Now, please remember, now this is the part that really brasses people off, right? This is really going to brass you off. I give this answer all the time. There's two answers that I give as a marketer that brass people off. Thing number one is I get a question and I say, well, it depends. Depends on you, depends on your database, depends on your business, depends on your ideal person. And thing number two is don't do that thing yourself. It's too hard. Okay, so when people say to me, how do I run Google Ads? It's actually a really easy answer. You don't. You pay someone to do it for you, because this aspect over here, the platform and data, is out of your capabilities. If you've spent enough time to master this, I can guarantee you you're not spending enough time on other aspects of your business. Because to learn how to master Google Ads and really get a huge return on investment and then interpret that data and get better and better results as you go, that takes about 2 years of learning and experience. You should not be good at this aspect of ads. If you are, I'll bet you're in trouble in the coming economy 2.0. You need to think about, how ballsy am I? What can I give away as an offer to make people stand up and take notice and share that offer with their friends? How can I improve my words and my language to be persuasive? How can I improve the creative element of what I've got? And then I need to talk to somebody about the platform that we use. And even more so, guys, generally speaking in New Zealand, the guy who's great with Google Ads is not the same person who's great with Facebook ads. That is a reality of the pay per click game. Okay, not many people are good at both, because the guys who are good at Google Ads, or the guys and girls, have now been on there for a couple of years, exclusively learning how to make that into an absolute bazooka of a weapon. They're not on Facebook ads. They're not doing both. Okay, it's kind of like your mechanic is not the diesel mechanic. It's a different person. Okay, hopefully you remember this image of the triad for advertising generally. Okay, it's a real thing. Anyone who's been around the ad game knows this triad. It might have different names. The three areas might be called different things, but they know what this is. You show this image to anyone from the old school ad agencies, they'll know what this means. So my take home for you guys is pay attention to that triad. If you have questions about this stuff, pop them below. I'd love to see an emoji so more people in the group can see this stuff. Please invite your friends to join the group, because I'm committing to doing training every single day. Tomorrow's is going to be quite a big one, because this dude is going to walk away with a whole bunch of what to do next for his business, and you can learn from that. Okay. Saturday we've got some website stuff. Sunday some data, which is going to be really cool. Now hopefully you enjoyed that, guys. Any questions, drop them down below, and we'll talk soon. Stay safe. Stay safe.